Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going to try and answer what seems like a frankly ridiculous question.
Which is?
Why does 100 feet of cable cost $383.90?
Ah, yes. The Datavideo CASDI100 4.5.
Exactly. We're doing a deep dive on just this one product listing, a single cable.
And you know, that listing isn't really just selling a cable, it's selling insurance. Our whole mission here is to use these specs, just the bare facts, to figure out what it actually takes to connect professional video gear.
Right, and why it costs so much to do it right. So let's unpack it. The name itself gives us the first clue. It's for SD and HD SDI equipment.
And that SDI part is everything. Serial digital interface. That's the language of professional broadcast. We're not talking about consumer stuff like HDMI here.
So that SDI requirement immediately tells you something about the plugs on the end.
It does. It says right there, it's a male-to-male BNC cable. BNC is kind of the unsung hero in broadcast.
Because of that locking mechanism, right?
Yeah.
The little bayonet thing.
Exactly. You push it on, you give it a quarter turn, and it is locked. When you're running 100 feet of wire across the studio, you cannot have a connection that someone could accidentally pick out.
Okay, that makes total sense for security. But this is where I got a little confused looking at the specs. We're talking about 100 feet. That's over 30 meters. And the cable type is listed as RG59.
Yeah.
Isn't RG59, I mean, isn't that kind of legacy for shorter runs or lower frequencies? Pushing high-def video 100 feet down RG59 seems risky.
You're absolutely right to question that. It is risky. And that is the technical challenge that this specific cable is built to solve. Pushing HDSDI that far on RJ59 is definitely at the outer limits of signal integrity.
So how do they get away with it and charge so much?
Quality. The listing has a very important note. It's a Belden BNC cable. They're using premium AW materials from Belden. The cost isn't just for the copper, it's for the super precise shielding and insulation you need to stop the signal from degrading over that long distance.
So you're paying for the brand, for that quality assurance.
You're paying for the physics to work.
And you can feel that, I guess.
Yeah.
A package weight is 4.5 pounds. This is not a flimsy cable. It's serious infrastructure.
Precisely. It's durable. It's made with high-end components to compensate for the limitations of the spec. But there's one more thing that really cements its place in this high-cost professional market.
And it has nothing to do with the cable itself.
Almost nothing. It's the paperwork.
Right next to that $383.90 price, it says TAA compliant.
And there it is. That's where signal integrity meets geopolitics, basically.
What does TAA compliance even mean in this context?
It's the U.S. Trade Agreements Act. It certifies that the product was made or, substantially transformed in the United States or a designated country.
So certain buyers need that.
Oh, yeah. If you're a U.S. government agency, a military contractor, or part of many large institutional bids, your equipment must be TAA compliant. No exceptions. So you're paying a premium for a verified supply chain.
So if we put it all together, this one Datavideo cable tells the whole story of professional broadcasting needs.
It really does.
You need the right protocol and physical security. So that's the SDI and the BNC connector.
Yep.
You need the raw material quality, the Belden part, to make sure the signal actually survives the journey.
Right. The robustness.
And then you need the regulatory compliance, the TAA checkmark, just to be allowed to sell it to some of the biggest clients out there.
And if you think about it, that connects to a much bigger picture. Reliability in this world isn't just about electronics, it's also about trade law. It leaves you with a final thought, really.
Go on.
Well, if that TAA compliance is so critical, think about the limitations it puts on a manufacturer. What specific materials can't they use? What countries can't they source from? And how much of that final nearly $400 price tag is really just the cost of navigating that complexity?